I wanted to chop it up with y'all because, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I've been in a creator's block for a minute. You feel me? As y'all watching this drop, this restock and stuff like that, it's been. I'm not gonna say driving me crazy. That would be an exaggeration, but I really want to make sure that I'm putting my best foot forward and that every step I'm taking, you feel me, as best as I can. You feel me? I'm just taking the steps that's needed. I'm just doing what I can, and within that, I found a lot of blockages. I was struggling with the postscripts, getting the messages out, trying to figure that out, getting stuck, not understanding, being confused, you feel me? To finally gradually figuring out one part of it. Hey, take three. I just been going through a creator's block and finally being on the other side of that. I just wanted to give y'all some tips and stuff like that that I'm doing to get me out of that, and some of the best practices that help me when I feel like I'm stuck. Just to give y'all a little backstory, I just been grinding, as y'all can see, for this upcoming drop. I got like 10 videos uploaded. I had made a lot of clips, etc. And I guess I hit like creative burnout. I guess you could say I'm now realizing or something like that. It just felt like such a long time. I was just like, damn, bro, I can't afford to not be creative. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you get caught up in this machine or feel like you gotta be pumping out. You gotta be this constant producer. And granted, there's moments when you're in grind modes and moments where you're not. I wanted to, the point of this was like, I just wanted to put myself in the best possible place, you feel me, to execute. You feel me? I wanted to make sure that I'm doing more intentionally than I did last year, and that I'm just making the most of my opportunities, making the most of me doing that campaign, me having photographers, and all these other things. And to come back to the aspect of creators burnout, I realized, and I feel like I have for a long time, but I'm really starting to internalize and be okay with doing things outside of, and I don't even say work because this is not really work, outside of things that bring you bread and stuff like this, like my job. I'm thankful that I get paid to do what I love, you feel me? And I also have to make sure that I'm alleviating mental real estate when it comes to this craft or this passion that I'm curating a business around. You get what I'm saying? Because sometimes, like I said before, you could get stuck in this. You need to constantly output and you forget to pour back into yourself. I say all that to say, I'm realizing that the more you pour back into yourself, the more you put yourself around people doing amazing things, the more you expand on your creativity and stuff like that, the more it'll benefit you. You feel me? Like today, I went and saw Poetic. Shout out to Poetic. That's the homie. She's a rapper. If y'all not tapped in, definitely tap in. I'll insert a clip for y'all. She went crazy, bro. Those cultural places in New York where if you're an upcoming artist, you gonna want to be there. You feel me? You're gonna want to perform, whether you're singing, rapping, whatever the case may be. And I went over there and I realized how small this creator is, like this is, and how everything just falls into line because I bumped into my boy Nigel. Shout out to Nigel. He shot the campaign to Madlock for introducing me to Nigel. He shoot an amazing photographer. He shoots on film. You're walking in your purpose, like you naturally align. Like the camera died, I plugged it into my MacBook chargers. Hopefully it doesn't die. I really want to get this point out now. I don't want to wait. I was saying it's so crazy how you just attract everything that's for you. That being said, you wouldn't know that if you don't go outside, if you don't experience. Don't get caught up in this hustle culture, bro. Because if I'm being honest with y'all, I've seen so many videos where they like, yo, you got to do this, 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 and this. If you're trying to be a billionaire, sure, you feel me, 24/7. I'm not trying to be a billionaire. And two, don't get caught up because I know on the outside looking in, if you're trying to enter a creative space or you're trying to make bread off what you love and stuff like that and build that, I do work 24 hours, not like how you might think. You get what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is what I do and the shit that I love is always on my mind. You get what I'm saying? The shit is always on my mind. Obviously, I'm writing down ideas all the time. I'm designing something. I might be like right now, I'm editing a video. I might be doing all these things, but it's not like I'm not doing it to the point of burnout every day. I was just playing Fortnite for a couple hours. You get what I'm saying? Today I went to SOBs and now I'm editing. You feel me? Find a system that works for you and operate within that. Yes, you should be making sure that you prioritize things and certain and stuff like that. As you're building a system, you'll figure out what works for you, bro. You don't have to ingrain yourself in hustle culture. You get me? Is what I'm saying. There's a moment of grind. I'm not saying that it stopped. My moment of grind was when I was pumping out these videos. You feel me? When I put 10 plus videos on, I uploaded 10 plus video on YouTube. You feel me? I made 15 plus clips. You feel me? And I'm not done, but I want to hit another mode of that. But I'm saying all of that to say there's times where that energy is required and there's times where it's not. You feel me? You got to listen to yourself because if not, you get caught up in the, when you hit those, say I hit a creative block and you're like, and you're not figuring out, oh, things are not flowing and stuff like that, you start to blame yourself, and then you feel me, you start to try to force it. My fault, I need to take a breath. You start to try to force it, and then you just realize that, yo, bro, if I just sit in silence, even for a moment, everything I need will come to me. You feel me? Like, I was, sometimes you just need to be in silence. Before I created this masterpiece, this video that I made, I love it so much. This is probably one of the best pieces of content that's gonna go out for this campaign. It came from me literally sitting at my computer and being like, oh, fuck, I don't know what to make, you getting stressed, etc. And then I was just sitting here. I'm like, yo, if I just sit here in silence, you feel me? I think the TV just turned off. Or I paused it, and I was just chilling here. And I thought about Nas. You feel me? Because me and my friend just had a conversation. Shout out to Isaiah. He was sending me, bro's a musical savant. He was sending me all type of music because I was talking to him. I'm like, yo, bro, I got all these great clips. I just don't know what music I want to use. You feel me? And he was sending me some. And then he was sending me, I forgot what song he sent me with Nas. And then I thought about this song and I was listening to it. And then I had, from me just being chill and relaxing and putting this out, that song, I heard the song and it triggered a clip. As soon as I heard that song, I saw a clip, and then that, as I started to act on it, it just started to reveal itself. And then I went in, you feel me? And I say all of that to say, you got to live life, bro. You feel me? It's just like with music, any craft you do, all this stuff that I made, my brand, is because I'm living life. It's easy for me to make these pieces because, not one, I'm genuinely invested in activism and creating change in my community. Two, I love fashion. You feel me? Like, I have a passion for it. Three, I'm actively learning about these things as well. You feel me? Outside of clothes and stuff like that, I'm learning about the Black Panther Party. I'm learning about Young Lords. I'm learning about all these people, these organizations, these activists that empower me to figure out a way that I can give back to my people. And I decided that medium for now is gonna be fashion. You feel me? You just gotta live life, bro. Don't force this shit. You feel me? Just live life. If you feel like you're in a creative rut, go out and live life. You feel me? That whole week I didn't beat myself. You feel me? I made sure that I at least came to my computer one time. You feel me? If I had even a little idea, I came to it, tried to do something, but I didn't just sit here and force myself for hours to try and output. You get what I'm saying? I went and lived life. And that's the point of this, basically, this conversation, this little intermission, is that I can still see myself. You gotta just live life, bro. You feel me? Once you do that, almost play some copyright music. Once you fall into that space, you fall into that flow state, it's much easier. I've created a lot of the best things, or a lot of amazing designs in pockets. You feel me? In a week, or less than a week, in a day, in a few days. You feel me? I want to make sure, that's another conversation. I ain't gonna go into that. Point is, like, you feel me? Live life. In the present, you're living life. You're seeking knowledge. You're staying curious, and you making sure you're the best version of yourself. Well, I feel out of breath. You, within that space, you're gonna always find, you feel me? You'll find these nuggets of inspiration and empowerment, and those will be the things that change your life. You feel me? Whether you're writing a book, writing a screenplay, you feel me? You're a photographer, just go out. You feel me? And sometimes you need to step away from your medium too. Some things I do is like going to the movies. You feel me? You got to figure out what it is you love. I know what it is I love. A lot of times I step outside. That was another thing I did too. I went to the movies and changed some. Man, comment below if you've seen that movie though. I fucked with it. I went and saw that, and I came back, and that inspired me because it was just amazing art. It don't necessarily have to be in your field. I don't know, if you're curious about things and you're a student to the game and you love learning and stuff like that, you're gonna find empowerment, inspiration in everything. That being said, man, I'll check in with y'all.